You mean to tell me I go on one itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny itty-bitty little vacation and the whole dang world flips upside down? What the heck did I miss, you beautiful people? Because today is day number 237 of Office Hours. Office Hours is, of course, your Five Nation fandom check-in where we go live over the 2 million subscribers over at Scam School, the 1.7 million subscribers over at Modern Rogue, the million plus over at x.com/wood, the dozens of humans remaining at LinkedIn, and, of course, the important ones are the elite ones, the Diamond Club. Look at this. Check this little animal out. I'm going to keep on doing my intro while I go ahead and start up all of the chats. How about that? That's probably not the best thing. That's fine. We'll get it all started. All right, guys, we went on a little bit of a trip. And, of course, during that time, there we go. We'll say how day. I didn't mean to write the word how day, but so it is. I went out. A new model got released. We're going to talk about the killer app, the killer use for the new voice model. Turns out it's arguing. I'm going to tell you about a lively debate that I had and how it cross-examined a bunch of my ideas. But first, as you guys know, we're dealing with one major inciting incident. The bad guys have robots, and they're using them to defraud people. We got updates on the Madison Square Garden hack. We got a piece from the Financial Times pretty much saying that we've been right the entire time. Congrats. I'm glad you guys have caught up. We've got updates on the new Project NOMAD episode of the Modern Rogue, but first we have to go to the cognitive gym. We have to go to the dojo and practice our skills of not falling for robot scams. That's why we're walking through the entire back catalog of Scam School episodes. We call it Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And today, we're going to be going back all the way to the late summer of 2010 with an episode titled Levitate, a glass bottle with only a straw. We're going to do some degenerate gambling and guess how many views this one got. But first, let's take a look. Here we go.
2 straws, 1 empty beer bottle gets you a free drink starting today. I mean, you don't just trade them. You got to do the trick to get the right. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Gamefly. Go to www.gamefly.com/scamschool for your free trial membership and Squarespace. Welcome to the show that promises, swears it will call you in the morning and it will not be weird at all. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we are back with another unbeatable challenge using the simplest of props, 2 borrowed straws, 1 empty beer bottle. We are going over the wall. Hello, ladies. I'm Brian. What's your name?
Beth.
Beth and?
Amber.
Amber. All right, I got a little challenge for you. It's a little bit of a thinking puzzle, and if you're able to figure it out, I will buy both of you a tasty beverage. However, if you give up, I will sell you the answer for 1 measly beer, and especially it's happy hour right now, so it'll cost you virtually nothing. Sound good to you guys?
Perfect.
All right, so we got some dead soldiers here. We got a couple of bottles, and I've got some straws. Now, you'll notice on the straws, I've marked them up. I just grabbed a marker and put this middle notch in there. This is going to be the no man's land. Here's the way the rules work. Nothing can touch the no man's land in the straw. All right? Your hands can touch either side. They can even touch either side at the same time. The bottle can touch either side. I don't think it's possible for the bottle to touch both sides at the same time. But if it could, I don't know, yeah, there you go. The bottle could even do that. Bottle can touch both sides. But a finger and the bottle can never touch the same side at the same time. You with me so far? All right, so that's the rules with the straw. I got you 2 straws apiece. I need you using the straw to be able to pick up the bottle and get it up high enough that you could set it on the other side here. We'll make the wall of shame here with the condiments. So you have to get over the wall using just the straws. You can't touch the bottle directly. All right, so any questions about the rules?
We can't touch the straw and our finger.
Like, is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Right, exactly. So the point is a finger can touch a side or the bottle can touch the side, but never both on the same side. But before we begin, any other questions about the rules?
No.
Awesome. All right, get started. Go for it. This is good. You can just, you're just trying to plow through the wall. But that's just it. You can't break down the wall. So you have to actually get airborne and go over the wall and into Arizona, where you will instantly be deported back over to this side. You can reset it if you've messed it up. That's okay.
This is not gonna end well.
Nice.
Can I help her?
No, you can't. You got to work on your own bottle. You got to make it over the wall. I love the fact that you guys you're getting industrious with it. You know what? Actually, if you're able to pull that off, I mean, I don't know if the bottle.
Break.
Yeah.
You might as well like this.
Well, yeah. Then you're blasting through the wall and not going over the wall.
It's like devil's stick.
Holy cow! You destroyed the wall. Here, let me put the high jump right back up there. There we go. Okay.
Like devil sticks.
Dude, that would be awesome. If you actually got to go with devil sticks and just flipped it over, I will buy a round for the entire bar if you bust that out.
Yeah.
Oh, very clever. Now you're doubling up. You get my, but you're touching the no man's land. Oh, yeah, you demolished the wall again.
Give up.
Are you giving it up?
We're giving up.
All right.
We're throwing in the straw.
You're throwing in the straw. Well, I tell you what, I will sell you the answer for one tasty beer, but first we have to thank our sponsors. All right, let's talk
Yeah,
about
that's not
GameFly.
bad.
You like games?
What do you think, Penny?
I get the impression that, like, I feel like I've seen, like, some restatement.
Oh, you get that mic right up.
Oh, I feel like I've seen some form of restatement of this in the mini. Could you send me a little more?
Yeah.
Frame? In the mini shorts that I've watched recently.
Yeah, you definitely have seen the Josie version of this.
Yeah, so like it's fold the straw right and stick it in, so the leverage. You can just, like,
Yeah. Well, what's funny is for Josie, like the answer everyone wants to give is pinching on there, but with Josie, I don't think I did the dividing two sides thing. Like weirdly, the overly complicated nature of the setup in this one works in its favor.
Get on over there. Did I just get ice?
Oh my God!
Is that really what just happened here?
Wow.
Dude.
This is not an ad, but it was like a meme at the time in real life to just place an ice in front of one
Holy!
because it was so easy to chug.
You guys are next! Oh my God!
That's how you get sloppy
Wow. That was
stand-ups
unexpected.
later.
That's a scam school first
Yeah.
right here.
And you were on
All right,
camera,
you guys
so we
were like
oh,
the
this is
best
good.
sports
Yeah.
I could possibly imagine. Because you tried everything. You tried teamwork, you tried knocking it over, you tried brute force, but the actual method is so elegant. It does take a little bit of skill, and it's something you're gonna wanna practice at home before you try to bust this out on your friends, okay? But all you need to do, remember, you're able to touch both sides.
Bend it.
That's right, you bend it, you put it down in there, and actually, let me give it a bend, give it a little hook. There we go. And now,
There it is.
hold on, now this is the tough part. You get down about halfway, and there'll be one moment when you can feel, well, the no man, you'll notice there's only 2 points of contact right now. You do have to be careful, because you're inside the bottle, but remember the the no man's land can't touch. And you get right on that edge. Oh, there it is. And then you're able to sky hook
Oh.
the bottle over the wall. See, look at that, I'm even getting applause. Now here's the important question is, can you guys pull it off? So we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna come back, and then we'll find out if you have the skills to fly over the wall.
Yeah, I
Squarespace is
think
a
I saw like a
publishing
Josie
system.
version of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that Past Brian at this point knew to go to the C block. But again, we got a lot of ads, fully 1/3. Like, think if there wasn't a C block, how 50% of the runtime would be nothing but ads. And then meanwhile, it's like Scam School was one of the better, draws on the lineup because it reached outside of the tech bubble. That was another thing that they ran into. Was everybody else was, this app is a thing. That's the way everyone sounded at Revision 3.
That's the way they all sounded, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid and they all sounded like that.
Yeah, that's right. One of your earliest memories are
Yes,
like, this
boy.
app is a thing, Daddy. What does that mean?
This app is a thing, Daddy. That's what they said.
I said,
That's
where
how
did
they
you hear
sound.
that? Where
That's
did you
how they
hear that?
sound like right now.
All right, Amber, now you know the secret, and the question is, who can pull it off? Now remember, this is something that you do want to practice enough so that you don't look like an idiot with your friends. So what we'll do, this will be your practice session where you guys get comfortable with the game, but whoever pulls it off first, I will buy you a tasty beverage, just for being such a good sport. Sound good?
Sound amazing.
All right, so everybody get ready. Now remember, one more time, you want to have a hook. Now you're gonna, as you play with it, if you're not having success with one size of your hook, try making it either smaller or bigger. And I do like adding a little bit of a second hook. Now you want to be careful not to touch no man's land because then you're breaking the rules. But you want to get it so that you can get kind of this upside down 7 formation as it comes up. And also, by the rules, technically, you want to make your hook and then put it in, because technically if you're touching it both, you know, the only problem is like if I'm the one, you know, being upset with you guys over it, then you guys get to be upset over it with me. So there, all right, the race is on, and go. So Amber has a much smaller hook than Beth. Beth did not already get it. She already got it. That is the She got it first time. I want to see Amber pull it off too. I want to see Amber because I think both of you guys can pull this off. Here, you want to try? You know what? I'm going to accuse Beth of cheating, and I'm going to let you use Beth's bottle. I'm going to say that she had not cheating. I'm going to say you had an advantage because of the clear bottle. Here's a little tip. As you go down, as slow as you can, when you think you might be getting close, just give it a little tug up and see if you get any resistance.
You can do it.
And then finally you'll have it exactly right, wedged in there. Nice and slow. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. On the wall, on the wall. Oh, very well done. Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you so much, Beth. You guys were freaking fantastic. And I ruined the wall. 2 things to remember when pulling off this gag. First of all, take your time and very precisely explain the rules of this one. They're a little more complicated than most of the other scams we do. Second of all, make sure you use 2 straws at the beginning because you want to get that red herring of having them think of them in terms of chopsticks. Lastly, I want you to post your success stories and failure stories at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool or find out when I am in your hometown looking to pull off a spontaneous Scam School meetup by following me at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be doing something technological and biological as we learn how to create your very own cyborg zombies using 3 dead rats and a TRS-80. Until then, I'm back to the bar.
Oh,
That's
are
right,
there
you
any
gotta
outtakes?
Place bets.
Nope, there are not. There we go. That's right. Now it's time for some degenerate gambling. This episode came out in 2010, and we want to know how many views you think it got when it first came out. So I want you to head on over to Guess Attack. That's GUESSATT.
No active guesses right now.
Oh, we didn't open it. Here, I'll open it
You
up.
open it.
There you go.
Guess is open.
Open. Oh, they are open?
Or you need to do that. You need to say guess is open.
Oh no, Kuro Metariku said, oh no, I should have done his. Kuro Metariku said, open guesses bar hookers. which is at first offensive and then clever. All right, so right now if you head on over to guessattack.com, GUESSATTACK.com.
Still no active guesses.
Wait a minute, no, I don't think the game's open.
Yeah, what the heck? What's up with that?
Did I not do... I don't know. Is it not working?
What the heck?
Sign! Oh no. I guess everybody post yours in the chats. That's not ideal.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh,
It's open now.
we got bar hookers. Okay, good. All right, guys, head on over to guessattack.com. That's GUSSATTACK.com. And then we'll see which one of you guys got the actual number of original views. Next time. We're off our game, Penny.
Yeah?
We went out on our trip.
Got rusty.
Got rusty.
Rusty from all that lovely saltwater air.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We did.
You know
we
what
were
we
in-
saw when we were on our vacation? We saw dolphins.
and manatees.
Okay. Did you? Did
Oh,
we?
wait. No, other family members saw manatees.
I mean, we did see manatees, but that was in an aquarium.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
saw dolphins, not in the 2 aquariums we went to. In the 2 different aquariums we went to, neither of those times did we see dolphins. We saw dolphins in the wild.
Yeah, I think we like hate dolphins. Isn't that weird? We only saw dolphins
It's
in
like,
the wild.
remember when I was a kid and I love dogs so much that I thought I had to hate cats?
Yeah. That's the way
That's
it
like
is
us
sea
with
lions.
sea lions right
Yeah.
now. We
Sea
love
lions-
sea lions so much.
Yeah, I'm with you. We're team sea lion.
Sea lion!
All right, here are the guesses. Oh, yeah, it's Adam thinks there are 200,001 views. Sculptor says 65,536. Hawk Worley says 1.2 million on the nosy. Cliff Horn says 900,000. Star Woman with 543,024. Argyle Gargoyle with 176,000. Flying Car 100 with 555,555. Pay it forward. Banterat says 269,000. Joey H666 with 47,486. 4157 with 89,000. Sine Wave with 1776. Pierce. Matt York YT. Matt with 99,230. Lone Dog with 98,000. Wago with 624,013. Curtis Hoffman 6956 with 222,222. Kurometuriku with 420,069, and Adam's itty bitty little second guess is at 17. And the actual number of views for Levitate, a glass bottle with only a straw, is published
Woo!
September 22nd, 2010. It's 919,524. Here, we'll do this. Here we go. Guess is closed. Boom. Paul for life, greetings to you, good sir. Thank you so much for joining us, man. And let's see, that means the winner is Cliff Horn with 900,000, off by only 19,524. Sine Wave with 761,776. And Hawk Worley racking up another bronze medal with 1.2 million. Not bad, not bad. All right, guys, if you are unfamiliar, we have a living document, an office hours pitch sheet for you guys. If you head on over to officehours.themodernrogue.com, just be thoughtful and put your stories in there. And, oh, here we go. We got a contribution. Sign sent in the following hot take on the, there's a lawsuit between OpenAI and Apple. Who do you think is suing who?
Like, my first instinct was to assume, it says Apple versus OpenAI, so I think that framed me to think Apple is suing AI.
You are correct. You are correct. Do you know why?
Money.
Yes. Specifically, OpenAI is trying to acquire a lot of talent from Apple, but allegedly, along with acquiring all that talent, they were like, hey, why don't you also bring anything you're working on over at Apple? Because OpenAI is working on hardware gizmos. So let's take a look at Sign's take on this story. Here we go.
So, Apple just filed a 41-page lawsuit against OpenAI. On paper, it's corporate gossip, leaked CAD files, smuggled prototypes, engineers saying, whoa, I found out I can access network storage, it's so funny. Just messy, petty stuff. But underneath, this lawsuit is actually about something a lot bigger. Who gets to define what comes after the smartphone? You see, every 10 to 20 years, tech resets how it sits in our lives. The first era was computers doing repetitive tasks, spreadsheets, word processors. Next era, we got network. The internet turned your computer into a door to everything and everyone. And then era 3, we cut the cord. We got laptops, Wi-Fi, portable computing, the internet coming with us instead of us going to it. Now, where we are, we're in the smartphone era. We've got this pane of glass with access to the sum of all human knowledge and cat videos. Both load-bearing, don't at me. Anyway, the real point here is that we are sliding into the next era currently. And I think that theme is invisibility. You don't use a computer. You talk to it. Your watch buzzes. Your heart rate is just recorded. Things are just happening for you and around you. It's better than a phone. You don't open it. You don't unlock it. It's just there. So this is exactly why Apple is going nuclear. OpenAI didn't just hire Apple engineers. They bought I.O., which is Johnny Ive's company, for $6.5 billion, the guy who designed the iPhone. And they're alleging that OpenAI is coaching all of these departing employees to bring prototypes, bring knowledge and different things, because they are effectively trying to have their iPhone moment. They are trying to have their device that comes out that everybody just understands, oh, this is how tech works now. So OpenAI, they're building their first hardware device, which is apparently some kind of screenless speaker that can move. That's it. Apple knows exactly what this is because their guys were effectively working on the same thing. Why you could argue about like IP and everything like that, but the thing to watch is they are fighting over the future of our pockets. They are fighting over what comes next.
Yeah, I think that so to expand on, I think the big idea, which is like, just as a computer went from a thing on your desktop to a thing in your pocket, and then like the question is now, take the thing out of the pocket and make it just not there. Like, imagine now, privacy concerns aside, if you have enough monitoring of everything, then essentially you enter an age of wizardcraft. Like, quite literally, you walk into a room and then you speak words and just assume that the robot layer is listening, and then things that you can summon things, you can know things, you can send things. There is, again, privacy, like within a layer. If it makes you feel better, picture the layers turned on inside of a physical building, like a shopping mall. Like the moment you walk in, everything is going to be monitored as part of the layer, but then your agent bot will be able to take actions on your behalf. You walk into a room, you're like, ooh, I like this. Yes, I would like to take that home with me. And then somebody delivers it. And you never you never touch a credit card, you never handle any objects or whatever. You simply, by speaking your thoughts aloud, start a thing. That is the pitch for the future that they're heading for. By the way, the Harley Hub, yeah, rest in peace, John C. Dvorak. I found out yesterday from Justin during the Great Night bonus episode, and so we spent a good 30 minutes eulogizing the goat. Yeah, good point, Sign. Good point. So let's move on to this story. Let me see if I can find it. I know that oh my God. Hold on. I got to turn on the whiteboard. That's not the whiteboard. What just happened? Oh, I don't think I have the whiteboard. Egads. Here, I'm going to add the input. We'll add, let's see. Wait a minute. So, here, Penny, tell everyone about our vacation.
Oh, our vacation was a sort of like rambly road trip. We were going up to the location of the family reunion over in Georgia. And along the way, we stopped in a few places. Pretty great. Destin, Florida, pretty darn great.
Yep.
Really, really, really nice beaches there. I mean, I don't know. No comment on anything but the beach, but like, if you're there for the beach. Like, it seemed like pretty standard, like, resort town stuff outside of the beach, but it was so gorgeous. On the way back, we did stop once again at the Georgia Aquarium, which is one of my favorite places because it's huge. It's amazing. I love aquariums. I always want to go to aquariums. And the Georgia Aquarium is like the cream of the crop.
Yep.
Yes. Other places we went, we stopped in Houston for a night when we were just heading out. Why? What is this?
Oh,
Why is
this
it
is.
so-
I'm trying to rebuild the whiteboard,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
trying to remember one part of the chroma keying on it.
Chat, I mean this with no malice and no kindness, no. I mean this with kindness, with no malice. But I saw this and I was like, what's up with these like old memes?
Yeah. What? You got a problem with the classics?
I don't. I was just like, where are these coming from? Other places we went. Oh, yeah, we went to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we did.
That was part of our vacation, is we dropped a whole bunch of money on Dave and Buster's.
Wait, you're talking like it's a bad thing.
It's a thing that could happen anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
There was one time where we successfully managed to work together as a 5-person family to totally cheese getting the jackpot on a game. It was awesome. It was the best.
Yeah, describe that game.
Yeah, it was like a Ices branded game where there were 5 levers and a cup would appear under your lever on the screen, and you had to pull the lever and make it fill up to the right amount on the screen. And it's supposed to be hard for one person to keep track of everything and be pulling. But we split up so each person just had one lever that they had to operate with maximum efficiency.
Yeah, and then we just worked an assembly line,
Yeah.
and we loved it.
And we totally cheesed the jackpot. I think they make it so it's not possible to get the jackpot every time. Because we had some really great runs.
Yeah,
where
there were
they
some.
just-
You're
yeah,
right. There were some that felt like they were absolutely flawless.
flawless. And then they just didn't let us. I think they have a cap on that, but we did manage to cheese the jackpot.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I'm hitting the wrong button.
Oh,
That's what's going on.
Features are stuff. Lot of mini golf.
Yeah, a shocking amount of mini golf. It was pretty great. Okay. All right. There. So now, sorry. Man, out of practice, I guess. There we go. We'll just tuck this up in here. There we go. There's the whiteboard. That's a good whiteboard. All right. Then next up, I got to find the story, because I know past Brian read the headline on Financial Times, and it seemed to be sort of a breakdown of exactly all the stuff that we've been talking about.
There's a Scampocalypse.
Well, they use fancier words for everything,
But it's the Scampocalypse.
I mean, come on. Yeah,
It's a
we know what the Scampocalypse is. Come on. Let me see the article link right here. There we go. And boom. Yeah, AI supercharges the cyber hackers toolkit. Criminal groups are building deepfake personas on an industrial scale to trick people into divulging information. What did I say on this very program? I said, if I was a bad guy, he said last year, I would be building bots to build relationships and do nothing but make friendships with males age 60 to 65 so that 5 years from now, when they're all retired, when they're all lonely and bored, that's when you could reach out. And the idea that they had a friendship and that this was never an actual person would be absolutely inconceivable to them. And then that would be when I would get them. It's happening. Brian's very good at predicting this shit. With generative AI, hackers can create convincing fake voices, visuals to manipulate their victims. We are not prepared, people. In 2025, a North Korean hacking group called Putrid Slug used deepfake video and audio to pose as company executives during Zoom calls in order to trick tech employees into downloading malicious code. The efforts marked an example of extreme social engineering, where attackers psychologically manipulate people to dupe them into performing actions or divulging sensitive information, in this case, allowing them to conduct financial theft. By the way, here's another example. The Madison Square Garden hack. Shiny Hunters has now confirmed to 404 Media that, yep, it was a social engineering phone call. All of that came down. They did a social engineering phone call to one person. They pretended to be an IT person, and they convinced somebody on the inside to help them with a routine test. And then that got them on the inside. They made an employee, and they were able to extract everything.
Only they'd studied the only show dedicated to teaching social engineering on the bar and on the street.
Yep.
In the bar and on the street.
Yep. Look, man, I'm telling you that as soon as, since last year, I've been saying right now, at first, I will sound like a crazy person. And then the headlines will become my advertisements. And my goal is to be there, ready to go with a solution when everyone takes this seriously, which is happening. Wielding new AI tools to generate hyper-realistic fake personas or clones of existing people, hackers are increasingly able to gain unauthorized access to private data and otherwise secure environments. According to Cloudflare's 2026 report, Putrid Slug is one of 3 North Korean hacking groups that have now industrialized the use of Gen AI in this way. Yep. Quote, social engineering works because it exploits the same human pressures it always has: urgency, authority, trust, fear, confusion, generating emotive knee-jerk responses, says Matthew Lloyd Davies, principal cybersecurity author and researcher at tech education platform Pluralsight. But, he adds, AI has, quote, changed attacker economics by making it cheaper and easier to carry out sophisticated attacks. Penny, I don't know if you know this. I did a talk on this. Here, let me see if I can find... actually, I don't think I have anything sensitive, but let me do this just in case. There we go.
Reality itself is under siege. The things that are vying
There we go.
for...
Let's take a little look at this. I don't know if you saw this little gem. Pow.
Reality itself is under siege. The things that are vying for our beliefs is causing really, really big problems. And with that, I'll hand it over to Brian, who's going to talk about how to fix some of this stuff.
Oh, this is the footage I was working on.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
reality is getting awfully squirrely. I think we just saw, how many of you guys saw something new in Perry's presentation? Yeah, right? Here's the thing. That meta is always going to be shifting. You can't rely on whatever your current mental model is because they're inventing new deception vectors faster than we are accustomed to it. And worse yet, it is now profitable to scam people for fewer dollars.
What did I just say? What did we just read? What did we just read? A year ago.
$10 million in the bank, you knew to be vigilant against scams and cons. If you had $1 million in the bank, you knew you should be vigilant. But if you had 10 grand in the bank, you were pretty much scam proof because you were not worth that couch cushion money to reach over and pick up until now. Now deceptions at scale becomes incredibly popular. This figure from Deloitte takes FBI data, and we have a genuine hockey stick graph here. In 2017, it was $2 billion of AI-assisted robot deepfake fraud. It's expected in just 18 months to hit $40 billion of fraud, and the humans are the weak link. We are trying very hard to build fences in order to keep everyone protected, but that is not going to be what works. Now, to a person, when they get scammed, they always say the exact same thing. They say, I should have known. How many guys have attended any kind of cybersecurity protection training, right? They give you all the rules, all the methods of things to watch for. But of course, if you're in a testing environment operating with 100% of your brain, you're going to be able to spot it. But if you have a deadline, emotional pressure, panic, and no time, you're only operating on 10%. This is the realm of instinct. This is autopilot. This is, if you're a soldier, where they talk about when the training kicks in. This is if you're a fireman and you're on the 3rd floor and all of a sudden the floor goes spongy. You don't think about everything you know about fire and science. You just shout, get out. It's completely on automatic pilot. Now, in this case, I'm going to make the case that the cure to all these scams is more scams.
And then from here, it's me talking about how I'm solving all of the world's problems.
That was a good point here.
What's that?
The comment I've highlighted here.
I couldn't hear that.
The comment I've highlighted here, Seinwave has a good point.
Oh, yeah. If only there were a guide that someone could buy right now at scamstuff.com with the best of Scam School.
Some sort of ultimate archive.
Yeah, this is, I wasn't ready to start pitching stuff, but here, it's really hard to find. You have to go to scamstuff.com and search for the word ultimate, and then you'll see the Ultimate Scam School archive, 140 tricks. It's great. It's got links to all of them. It's got audio commentary tracks. It's got video beats. It's better than the books. It's better than the enhanced ebooks. It is even better than poking around on YouTube because it is the cleanest way to upgrade your brain and get all of that info right in there.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's like, I think magic tricks are a lot like recipes where they look very nice in videos. Video's not the best way to learn them.
That's right.
Because you want to be able to go back and reference and like have the steps laid out in front of you very clearly.
Yep. That's a really good way to, it's like a recipe book. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, back to Financial Times. AI has changed attacker economics by making it cheaper and easier to carry out sophisticated attacks. Yeah, what used to require, that's what I was talking about with couch cushion money. In order to create the level of sophisticated deepfakes before, or, fake website, fake law firms, all that stuff, now it is extremely cheap to do. Gone are the days of broad, opportunistic efforts by using clunkily written emails laden with spelling mistakes and jarring cultural errors. Instead, large language models and generative text can help attackers scale outreach that is personalized and compelling at a lower cost than ever before. The personalized and compelling part is we're seeing the early parts of it now. I went to the dentist and then I talked about it on the podcast the next day. I got from an automated SMS service a request for feedback. Now, in this case, I did check and it did happen to be my actual dentist, but I don't see any reason why a robot couldn't scrape that and very easily send that. And a
link.
less dialed in version of myself wouldn't have thought twice about clicking it. Yeah. By scraping from LinkedIn, company websites, and other public filings, attackers can then generate highly customized emails that might trick a user into clicking on a malicious link. It's called phishing, people, and your kids are doing it. Even hackers who are not technologically savvy are able to wield AI coding assistance. That's the other thing, is understand that as of this year, everybody is C+ at everything. Everybody is C+ at website design, at coding, at accent removal, and now C+ at writing a script to deceive people. Is C+ at coaching or whatever. So think previously. Here, let's take a moment. This is an important, I want you to think of the scale. There we go.
Like,
Sure. All right, so you got the entire world, and it used to be, here, I'll get rid of the whiteboard. It used to be, let's say, I'll just write the word poor. You got the entire world that's poor, where $1 out there is, $1 of American money feels like $100 in their world. When you got 2 orders of magnitude, all of a sudden the shortest path to getting money is to scam Westerners or Americans, right? So in this case, you got the total pool of people, and then you could say, all right, accents / English. They don't have it, and so 90% is out. So if the 10% remains, they have good language skills. What they don't have is skills and labor. And then that's where you get the low effort scanning. But up until last year, this itty bitty chunk is the only one who could play the game of fleecing Westerners and rich countries. This little dot, as of AI, has now expanded to fill this entire vessel. 100% of everybody who wants to steal from an American is now C+ at doing the whole package. Now, meanwhile, on the rich Westerner side, on the people who are going to be targeted by these scams, nothing has changed. Their sophistication, their exposure to it, they are all deceptively immunocompromised. Hey, the Iron Jungle, good to see you. According to the data from security group DeepStrike, phishing attacks rose by 1,265% in 2025, attributed to the growth of Gen AI tools. Quote, attackers know your organizational chart, your vendors, your executives' communication styles before they send a single message, says Douglas Watkins. The more important shift is how AI is helping attackers industrialize, that's the at-scale part, at the back office of fraud operations, says Gabriel Bernadette Shapiro. The notable pattern is the use of AI across the entire fraud supply chain. That is, it's weaponized. It's steroids. On top of phishing emails, AI is supercharging the creation of more sophisticated scams, use deepfakes, then we get into visuals. We've crossed the threshold where a live video call is no longer proof of life. 100%. Here's the thing that I'm going to be talking about at PDXYZ in Portland, Oregon, next month. Nope, in a week. Next week, I'm going to be on stage talking about the shared reality. What most people, given the fact that Zoom video is no longer trustworthy, most people have no shared reality moments. Like, for example, Penny and I are in the room right now, and if Penny were to call me the moment I left, I would know that I could reference moments of our shared reality just minutes ago. For Bonnie, who's taking the kids on a trip, it would be as of yesterday. While we were on vacation, I had an old friend reach out to me, and the last time I had seen him in a shared reality moment was before the pandemic. And so, as weird as it was, I had to do some throat clearing back and forth to essentially find out if this person knew enough things about our shared reality that I could trust that it wasn't a scam bot picking up the thread from long ago.
We're getting into that like trope
Today.
from stuff, like from shows and stuff, where it's like, if you're the real person, prove it by blah, blah, blah.
And the thing is, you need to make a habit of it not being weird now before the threats are real. Because otherwise, the way you're going to find out is when you don't do that, and then you get scammed for everything you got. Ask Madison Square Garden. They are the patient zero of everything I predicted for the last year. Threat actors are using flawless real-time corporate espionage and identity fraud directly over platforms like Zoom. Cyber analysts note a rise in hackers creating entire personas with backstories, so-called synthetic identities, in order to later carry out fraud or espionage.
Oh, you guys, our code word.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Well, we're not going to say it.
Yeah.
It won't be in the transcript. That'll be a thing in real life.
Shared with you being the elites.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, when I got a phone call from a police detective in Colorado, he indicated that he had been following stuff for a long time, and there was a weird negotiation moment where he had to reference enough deep cuts of the back catalog that I'm like, okay, this is a real one. He's just coming out. Isaiah in Space says, hello, sir. Discovered you 3 weeks ago. It changed how I think and do magic. Thank you so much. Love from Pakistan. You're a great person, Father. You're too kind. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the kind words. Hopefully, we're doing a little bit of more good in a pro-social way of taking the same sensibilities that work for magic and deceptive arts and bringing them to security practices. According to OpenGear's Watkins, there's also a trend towards multi-vector attacks. You better believe it. Quote, rather than a single email, threat actors combined SMS, messaging platforms, follow-up voice calls to build credibility before malicious request arrives. Yeah, this is classic affinity marketing. This is the same thing that works in a magic trick, is the same thing that works in a marketing funnel, is the same thing that works in a targeted strike. The attack unfolds over days or weeks, making it much harder for employees to recognize the manipulation in real time. Look, I don't want to engage in hyperbolic terminology here, but I'm going to say buckle up for a 9/11 of scamming.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
If I am a bad actor,
They scammed the second tower.
I am saying the guard is down, and I would imagine if a state actor wanted to cause trouble, it would be a gigantic, targeted, coordinated strike all at once. In the book, The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein, there's The Moon Wants Independence. Spoilers for that book. The Moon wants independence, and what they do is they mine stuff and then they shoot it with just ballistics back to Earth. But instead, they have orbiting a gazillion giant asteroids, and they're all like, hey, give us independence, or these coordinates are all going to get hit at the same time. And then in a perfect grid across all of North America, timed down to the second, all of them hit at the same time. And after that, anybody dumb enough to be there, because they told them where they were going to be, gets killed. But more importantly, planet Earth gets a credible threat that the moon has the advantages of being at the top of the gravity well. Exact same thing is where we're at for scams. If a major state actor wanted to do a coordinated major attack, all they have to do is, right now, I guarantee you, they're building up affinity bonds by way of agent-driven fake people, personas, that just keep the conversation alive.
What's your... Okay, we know how we don't get scammed. Your advice for that. Hey, Dad. What's your plan for us not getting caught in the targeted Scampocalypse 9/11?
I'll tell you off the air. But step one will be like, if we're in a conversation, hopefully it will not be weird if your dad asks, and you should build the habit of as a matter of fact, this is advice I give to other people that we haven't had our family discussion yet, but a thing that you should make the habit of doing is never doing money things over the phone without having a back and forth conversation about reality-based things. Like, for example, if we were on the phone and we're going to do that, then I would make sure to bring up some stuff that happened on our vacation or a long ago time. And then it is extremely difficult for an actor who wasn't there to fake their way through that. And they would very obviously steer the conversation away from it or say something weirdly generic like, yes, family trips are good, or something like that.
Yes.
That
When we went places.
yeah, okay. Kuro Metariku has the darkly disturbing question. If the 9/11 terrorists went to pilot school, will the Scampocalypse terrorists have gone to scam
So
school?
really, are we learning that the problem with 9/11 is we should have responded to it with TSA? We should have trained counter pilots to intercept hijackings in the air.
Okay, well, I don't want to get too deep in that comparison. The mascot of Scam School, their chant is meow meow. For companies, the challenge appears existential. The real risk isn't simply that people believe fake content, it's that they begin to question genuine content as well. Yes, that is also a problem. Once people lose confidence in the authenticity of information they're receiving from an organization, every interaction requires an extra layer of verification. Yes, what people are going to figure out is, sorry guys, you got to come back to the office. Everybody doing remote work only, it is now a security risk. You can't do it. You need to, that extra layer of laps around is a major looming security threat. Defenders are themselves wielding advanced AI tools to help root out attacks. According to Tomlinson, some organizations concerned about fake identities are now using advanced liveness detection systems. Blah, 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 blah. No, I disagree. This is bad. This is bad because you are outsourcing cognitive debts to PPE. What you need is you need immunity, and immunity comes from exposure and doing the reps. On top of biometric indicators, that does make sense. The cadence of typing, the way the device is handled, that is true. There's a fingerprint to the way your biological systems run. But guess what? If it can be detected, it can be mimicked. That's another problem. Matthew Ferraro, a partner specializing in cybersecurity law firm Crowell and Mooring, argues that businesses must also educate their staff and adopt a zero-trust framework where all important requests, such as financial transfers or password resets, require human verification. Yep. Executives, finance teams, and their family members should also establish pre-established passphrases to confirm each other's identity.
That gets risky because if those passphrases stay and get repeated, then they can get picked up on by AI.
Yeah, what I will be talking about in my PDXYZ talk is the need for what Tom and I call invisible passwords. And an invisible password should be a shared reality experience that both parties can reference without ever saying what the thing is. And every time they reference it, they can use a different set of words, and the handshake will be absolutely clear. For example,
you gotta have company movie nights.
Yeah. Although ideally, I wouldn't do movies because outsiders could know the movie.
Company TTRPG nights.
Yes, that's exactly what I would do. Or company improv comedy experiences. And I would guard very closely the hat that has the slips of paper for all the suggestions in there so that you get a true randomly generated fingerprint for a shared reality moment. Because then, without ever saying it, like, oh my God, what was your favorite thing from the so-and-so? When person did blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what did you think of? Set up half the information and then have them do the other half. Oh, MRHQ corporate movie nights. Yeah.
I mean, I already have my real job.
What is your real job?
My real job, the real thing I was hired on as an intern to do.
Yeah. Wait, is what? Oh, is to watch Rick and Morty. Yeah.
That's what he paid, because he knows that's the only way to get me to watch Rick and Morty. To
I
be
mean-
like, hey, intern who was on my payroll.
Yeah, moving right along. Quote, the human vulnerability hasn't changed, but the attack has, says David Maven, head of fraud insights at software company Sent a Link and a professor at Georgia State University. Train your people to pause before they act and verify through a channel they trust independently. The scam only works if you move fast. Yes, and those are synthetic top-down System 2 instructions. As we know here, I maintain that is not enough. You need to get them to play as the predator so that they have a mental map of what they would do if they were a bad guy. Quote, no amount of security training fixes this issue. Instead, he says...
Well, you need the right type of security
I didn't want to push back again, but... creating proactive controls to limit the impact of attacks. Yep. God damn. I'll be damned, Penny, if it doesn't look like an awful lot like Financial Times
you were
caught
totally
up to
right.
1 year ago, Brian. So we're at the part right now where I'm giving talks. If you know of any place that needs a security talk, it's pretty good. I'm now at the part where I'm adding magic and polish to the talks.
He's got a whole routine plan that he's going to work on putting into action.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Check the whiteboard. Hold on, let me check the whiteboard. Oh yeah, no, this is great. Have you seen this one, Penny?
Yeah, but I can see. Well, I was looking at it earlier, and it took me a sec. But I was like, oh, it's to make it look like it's AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. It's so weird.
I love it. Okay, let's see if there's something else on the... we're running long. I wanted to... Well, let me do this. I'll just I won't do the demo like I wanted to. Maybe we'll do the demo tomorrow. But while I was on a walk, the new voice mode on ChatGPT is good. But it feels dumb and stupid to be just talking for talking's sake. But then I tried something really interesting. I asked it to cross-examine everything I've been saying about wolf masking. Because I was talking through the fact that I say nobody is doing, and it says, well, hold on, if you say nobody, somebody might have a counterexample. And I said, great, find it. Pretend that I am an enterprise company and I want to hire somebody to do this. And then, hold on a second. Yeah, good point. I couldn't find anything to hire. The closest I got was blank. And then it also pushed back on my flat claim that the problem with every structure out there right now is that the training is synthetic. The closest thing to what I'm offering is opt-in. Both characters are role-playing, and they know it's in a synthetic environment. They know it's in a bounded TTRPG kind of situation, which is inferior to actual safe, like we dial down the threat of the payload to 0, and then we have somebody actually do a social engineering attack on an unwitting player. It didn't like the word synthetic, and I said, well, cross-examine everything. Let me go. And you could tell that the LLMs have been deeply trained on argumentation, because the moment I said...
They've been trained on Reddit.
The moment I said, well, go ahead. Instead of hypothetically cross-examine, let me have it. It sped up audibly. It said, okay,
gosh.
if you say it's so this, that, and the other, then why don't you so-and-so? And then it was awesome. For the next 30 minutes, it was exactly like being on an episode of This Week in Tech or doing a roundtable discussion that gets a little bit spicy. The point-counterpoint sharpens your rhetorical positions and your modeling. It was amazing. And we'll demonstrate it next office hours. What else do we got? Oh, you know what? Tomorrow also we have to talk about CARR, K-A-R-R. Do you know about this?
No.
It is a a deep Bluetooth vulnerability on all cars that allows hackers to just go bloop, turn your car off.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Pretty bad.
That's real bad.
It's real bad. It's real pretty bad. So, all right. Well, I guess that'll be it for this episode. We'll get to more of this stuff tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, hit me up, brian@schwood.com. You got anything to say?
Me?
Yeah. Oh.
Hashtag Team Sea Lions.
Yeah, sea lions over dolphins. Dolphins can get bent.
Oh, we were talking, like, before we were watching the Sea Lion show, like, they had the trainers were in out, like, talking to the crowd, and we heard from one of them. They're totally like dogs.
Yeah.
They're totally like big, wet dogs.
Yep. Hey guys, new Modern Rogue episode out, and it's way good. It's a really good one. I would love. This is one that you guys should post around Reddit. It's a really interesting project. It's a survivalist copy of the internet for after the apocalypse with a concierge digital scholar to help pair you to information.
Am I allowed to talk about things related to this that have not been put up on the channel yet?
Like what?
Like,
Oh, like the next episode?
yes, that there's a part 2.
Oh yeah, there is a part 2.
Okay, I was I'm like, I don't know the protocol. Am I allowed to say there's a part 2? You should hop on because it's cool and we got a part 2 coming.
Yeah, part 1 is just about the box.
About the box, and then part 2 is about like the technology in the field.
Yeah, we pair this box with a mesh network on campus, and we run a simulation of basically a god box being able to have an independent cell network. It's pretty good.
All right. Anyway.
That's it.
Go Sea Lions. See you guys.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Dolphins are the best if they're also birds.
No, I don't know.
If they're also birds?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, but consider sea lion fin.
All right, guys. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. We got to get back in our rhythm. You want to be back tomorrow?